So here we are at the wonderful Scrapstore here in Glastonbury with the ever more wonderful Linda. How you doing, Linda?
Yeah, I'm doing great.
Good. Now, a lot of people in Glastonbury do not know what this place is all about. So I thought I'd come down, have Linda explain to me what it does and how you might want to either give or take from it. Let's go and have a look. After you.
Thank you. Come on then.
So here we are inside the Scrapstore, and Linda's now going to show us what goes on in here. So what goes on, Linda?
Well, this is our art room, which we hire out to groups and have stay and mates so that families can come along and make lovely little things that we devise for them out of the general rubbish that comes in.
Yeah.
I call it rubbish. Actually, we shouldn't call it rubbish.
No, one man's
Even
rubbish is
though-
another man's treasure.
Even though it is technically rubbish, because we try very, very hard to have a good environmental impact on our community by trying to ensure that a lot less commercial waste ends up in landfill.
I was going to say, some of this would have gone to landfill.
Yeah, a lot of it would have gone to landfill if we hadn't have taken it on. And then we look at how we can repurpose it and reuse it to make creative fun for all our little ones and older ones, because
Marvellous.
it's all age groups that come here.
So what sort of stuff gets thrown away by these companies? I get
Well,
all
come and
sorts,
have a
I
look
guess.
around.
Okay, let's go and see what they throw away. Oh, here we are in the warehouse, and I've got to say this is an Aladdin's cave, Linda. I didn't expect anything like this. There's even a rather fantastic kite up there. Look at that. Wow. So all of this in here that we're looking at now would have been thrown away.
Yeah.
And this, you're not telling me that's being thrown away?
Yeah, the carousel was unwanted because it's cheaper to buy one preloaded from the company than to buy the walls, which this has taken about 10 hours to load. So the amount of labour time you put into that.
Because you've got to sort all the colours out.
Yeah.
And some of these, as you can see there, ladies and gentlemen, some of these colours are very subtly different. Whoa! I've just bought. No, I can't say anything because it'll ruin the surprise. But I have these now at home. I'm doing something.
Oh, cool.
No, I can't say anything because the person it's for probably watched this. So I mean, I'm flabbergasted that so much perfectly good stuff. I mean, look at this. Look here. I'm just flabbergasted that so much stuff gets thrown away. I am amazed. We really are a society that throws away far too much stuff, aren't we?
We are.
Oh my God. And look at that pink. Ladies and gentlemen, my favourite colour. Look at this. Oh, that's gorgeous. Oh, now that's a colour I like. What is it?
It's the edging off of rolls of netting material.
Good gracious.
We take them out and the girls make little tutus out of them and they absolutely love them.
Incredible. Look at all this. I'm amazed at the stuff you've got. Whoa. You could do virtually anything. And this is
This whole section's leather and PUs.
yeah. So with this being Glastonbury, do you find a lot of people don't want to know about the leather? There's a bigger demand for PU, or is it not really?
I don't see that there is too much of a problem because the community at Glastonbury is so diverse.
It is.
It's not everyone's against leather.
I mean, it supports the butchers, doesn't it? Really?
It does.
Doesn't support the greengrocers, but it will support the butchers.
But it also supports a lot of local industry leather.
Of course it does. Yeah.
You know, and sheepskin offcuts as well. I mean, we get loads and loads of those. And the joy of that is every area is quite unique and different. And we go to other scrap stores and swap things that we get in abundance.
So you're not unique?
We are unique.
Well, yeah, sorry, I'll rephrase that. No, I'm not unique. You're not the only scrap store out there. There are other people doing this.
There's lots of other scrap stores dotted around the country.
Okay.
Because you know, it's noticed how much stuff goes into landfill unnecessarily, and you know, with the squeeze in school budgets, schools find scrap stores really, really important to their creative side of teaching, which I mean has been reduced hugely within the curriculum.
So do the teachers come here or do the kids? Because I can imagine a kid coming here, this is like all their Christmas trees rolled into one.
It's the teachers who come in and they spend their time walking around picking up what's needed.
And then they go back to the classroom.
And then they go back to the classroom. I mean, pre-pandemic, we did used to get school groups in and groups of children, and they just love it in here. It's like a sweet shop.
I'm a grown-up kiddie, and I'm thinking to myself, I like this. I want to see every inch of this place. A kid, and I see even down here, look, there's a little bit of a trademark that some people may recognise. So these guys, they're part of the scheme as well, are they?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, they give us stuff as well.
Fantastic. Right, should we move on and have a look at the rest of this amazing place?
Yeah.
After you. I love that pink. I love that pink.
Well, this is kind of where we are. It's downstairs. We've got upstairs storage.
Okay.
Plus, we rent out a bit of space to the dragons as well. Now, I don't know.
Well,
I don't know if they want
the
people
dragons
to
on
know
Sunday.
they're hiding up here.
Yeah, they'll see them on Sunday, won't
But yeah, I mean, this is sort of, we start to get into the nitty-gritty corners where we keep our trolleys and like Lush. I mean, recognise it?
Oh yes.
We get a lot of stuff because this is Dorset. So we swap this out from Dorset. They bring us lots of Lush stuff. We can then in turn send them down lots of leather and sheepskin and Clark stuff. And, you know, not just Clark's, because there's other companies as well. I've got all the ribbons from Glastonbury Road Run.
That's not happening this year, is it?
No, that's been called off.
Is that why you got all the ribbons, or did you
No, they've been here for a while. I think they were just an overmake, so that ended up. I mean, this is something that comes down from Bristol, which is for making football net.
Good gracious me, that's offcuts.
Yeah, all offcuts. I mean, they're really useful for doing all sorts with. And businesses closing down. I mean, my bead collection is massive because we've had a few businesses close down, and older people who find the fiddly a bit too much to deal with. Then they'll hand everything in and go, no, I just think going to stop making necklaces and jewellery.
Yeah,
so,
fantastic.
you know, it comes in from all different angles.
Absolutely brilliant.
But this is another project that we do every year. So what we do is we provide a banner for the church at the Bath and West show.
Okay.
This was last year's banner, which was the Garden of Eden. This year we've been tasked with making a banner called Our World, which we're planning to start at the beginning of next month once we've finished the preparations for a project that we're doing for Queen's Jubilee in Glastonbury, commissioned by the Town Council. And then I'm also going off to the Bath and West to the school's tent and running an Our World project there as well.
Oh, wonderful.
So hopefully I'm going to have the children making, we're going to do a massive globe. Because I thought individual projects or collaborative projects, and I thought being the Bath and West, chances are a lot of the little made things will end up in the bin before they've even left site, so that's adding to the impact on the Bath and West. So I thought, well, why don't we do something collaborative so that we've got a big project that we can do over 3 days. So I thought, well, let's just make a big papier mâché world.
Why not?
So that's what we're going to do.
Fantastic idea. And where's it going to go?
Well, I'm going to talk the Bath and West into hanging it up in one of their sheds.
Yes, that would be good.
Yeah.
That would be good. Or be like the moon that goes around all the cathedrals. It should go on tour.
Yeah, it won't be quite that big.
So that's fantastic. Now, the big question is, I'm a member of public and I want some of this wonderful, wonderful stuff. Can I just come down, knock on your door and say, Linda, have you got any of this wonderful pink stuff, or have you got any empty cups or something I can use? That's question one. And how do they do that? And more importantly, I'm a business. I've got stuff that I could perhaps give you. What do I do?
Well, for the business, I usually go out scrap collecting on a Wednesday. That's my day. At the moment we've delayed a bit because I've just had a massive donation from Clark's and we're having to process that and
thank you,
space
Clark's,
for the next one.
Big up to Clark's.
And also with the Queen's Jubilee project going on, obviously we were a bit snowed under with work, trying to build 500 kits for all the children in Glastonbury. But what normally happens is I get an email. I will have been out and seen a lot of the local businesses. A lot will have my business card where they've got email and phone contact.
And they see you coming and they lock the door and put the shutters down and pretend they're closed that week. Yeah, that's the one.
That's the one.
I've been there.
Normally it's a pop in, drop a card, give them a few weeks, and surely enough I will get a phone call and they go, oh, we've got something for you. We'd like to clear this out. Recently, I think the most recent one was tap dancing podiums of all strange things that a business wants to clear out, but you know,
so if
I'm sure we can find a use for them. So yeah, so if, as a business, if you can drop us an email at info@yeastscrapstores.co.uk.
That'll be in the description below.
Or drop in on a Tuesday afternoon or Saturday morning. I'll be here if you fancy bringing it over, and you've got means of transporting it over, I'll be more than happy to accept it on the doorstep.
But you can pick some of this up yourself. So
yeah, either way, you know, we try to be as accommodating as possible so that we make sure that we get as much moving through as we can. As far as members of the public or even not-for-profit organisations or profit organisations, we run a membership structure because we are a charity. We rely on grant funding and what we can glean and make out of what we do ourselves. So our memberships run from £15 a year for a family through to $35 a year for a profit-making organisation.
And for that you can come down and dip in whenever you like?
You can come down and dip in on a Tuesday afternoon or a Saturday morning, which is when we're open, or by arrangement for larger organisations, because sometimes those days don't always work, especially for schools, because they have a curriculum to work to. So yeah, then you pop on down, then we make a minimum charge for anything you take away, so that would be £3 for a carrier bag, £5 for a large shopping bag, or £15 for a trolley full.
And the trolleys have got the rainbows, I saw them round the corner.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, the summer's coming up. Are you stuck at home with your kids? Nothing to do? Well, if you're not far from here, here's your answer. Come down and look at this amazing Aladdin's Cave. Your kids will love you for it, won't they?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, I think we've seen everything we're going to see today. I thank you so much for showing me around, and I really hope that people give and take from this place. It's, in fact, I'm going to call this video Give and Take, I think. Because this is great. It stops it going into landfill. I mean, the kids, if I could just imagine how excited the kid will be running through here. And of course, community groups. All the community groups with any requirements. I mean, do the carnival clubs come and see you?
Yes, I'm starting to go and talk to different groups about getting things organised, ready for carnival. So yeah,
that's good.
Things are starting to open up again. I mean, I took this job on last year when we were still kind of in the grips of the pandemic. Sort of faced with the prospect now that things are just not like they were beforehand.
No, they're never going to be.
We've got a lot of work to do to get it back to where it was, and
I think it's going to be a new normal. I don't know if we'll ever go back there.
I do too. Well, you know, I'm looking at new ideas, new business ventures.
Well, it's almost like a soft reset. You can start again almost and pick up the things you didn't do before and make it better. Yeah,
I mean, there's some things I want to do to the building to improve it. So I've got to spend a bit of time looking for some funding to make some improvements that are needed, because I want to sort of look at a more corporate strategy as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, it's just, to a degree, waiting and seeing what happens, but you can't just wait. So I kind of poke a little bit.
We're actively waiting.
We're actively trying to push it forward, make things happen. And
volunteers, do you need volunteers? Are you looking for volunteers at any time?
Well, yes, volunteers are always welcome.
You heard it here. If you fancy coming down and helping, come see Linda.
And breaking out your creative vein.
Oh, absolutely. And most people have got one of those, haven't they?
They have.
They have indeed. Yeah. Linda, it has been fantastic. Thank you for taking the time to show us around this amazing place. And I love that pink. I just love that pink. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.